What up, guys? This is Casey is Raw again, and this is the update. What the collection room looks right now. It looks pretty almost similar. I did move a few things around since the last time I showed you guys around the room, but I'm gonna run through this pretty quick so you guys can see what I got. I mean, over here you got the Famicom games, this loose games, the Sega Master System games loose. Sega Genesis, then you got the 32X games on this cassette rack. And then you got some like NES, Super Nintendo, PlayStation Mini. Then I got my Neo Geo games. And then mostly all these are box NES games right here. Then I got on more of these cassette taped holders are my loose Tari games. Then 7800, Jaguar, ColecoVision, and Television, Odyssey 2. And then it's kind of a little mix right here. You got Super Nintendo boxes right here. Um, then and television games in their boxes. And a little bit more mixed up down here. You got RCA Studio 2 games in their boxes, a bunch of art, Atari games in their boxes, and some more Intellivision games. And then some reproduction games for the NES and Famicom disk drive games. And then Nintendo Lane. You got my pretty much full shelving of NES games. Then you got a small section of Super Nintendo, and I do have some Super Nintendo games in this cabinet case, and then some N64 games right here, and the same thing is in this cabinet as well, and Super Famicom games and uh, Game Boy games, 3DS, DS games. Got some stuff behind the shelving. Then you got the GameCube. Then the Wii. Then you got the Wii U and the Switch games. And then you got some oddball stuff. Like to the right, bottom right is the Sega Pico games. Then in the middle is the Achimac games. Is a VHS tape, and then the Hyperscan games were is CD with you use cards to swipe them, and then you got PC games. I got some more PC games, but uh, mostly like Doom 2, some Doom games, some random games. And then you go to the Sega lane. You got the Sega Master System games. Almost got this whole top one filled up with Sega Master System games. And then Michael Jackson Moonwalker is the first one of the Sega Genesis games. And like I say a jillion times, I love these 3D printed signs. I gotta put my Sonic games all together. And then I have some uh, reproduction games like this. It actually never came out. It's just only through Sega Channel and in Europe and in Japan. And then more Sega Genesis games in their cases. I love the cases. They got badass uh, box art. And there's more Genesis games in there, but those are uh, sports games. And then you came up over here, the next one, Sega Lane Part 2, where you got the Sega CD 32X games, where you have to have both the 32X and Sega CD, and then you got the 32X games, and then you got more Sega Genesis games. Coming down is the Sega CD games, and then coming down to the Sega Saturn games. More Sega Saturn games. Dreamcast games, and then more Sega Saturn games mixed with Sega Saturn and America version and Japanese. And then all box stuff. Box units, just crazy knickknacks. I love my Dreamcast in its box. And then a bunch of odd stuff here and there, box systems. And then the old school entertainment center with a bunch of systems around it. Like I have this Nintendo lid that had a bunch of YouTubers signed, and then more box units. Really, these are like one of my favorites. And then you got the TurboGrafx, the ColecoVision, the Atari 2600, the N64, the PS2 with crazy add-ons, my Nintendo top loader, the Neo Geo, a bootleg NES Mini, Xbox 360, the green Halo edition of Xbox, Super Nintendo, the GameCube, the Sega Saturn, the Hyperscan, the Atari Jaguar, the Sega Dreamcast, the Black Sports Edition. Then you got the Intellivision, the Sega Master System. And in here you got Atari Pong system, Atari 7800, and then you got the Sega Genesis with the Sega CD and the 32X add-on, and then a VCR, because sometimes some systems need that. And you got some other knickknacks around here. I mean, cool amiibos, Nintendo statues, more amiibos, more knickknacks. I love my figures. And then got a bunch of artwork I got from Target. Cool Zelda shield with swords. Artwork everywhere. Mario Maker statue with Master Chief helmet. One of the coolest pickups I got in the last year is my Street Fighter 2 Arcade 1-Up cabinet, but this one's been modded that has over 800 arcade games. I'll probably do a review with this. Then you come over here, you got the PlayStation and Xbox section. Up here, I bought this Xbox 360 sign, flea market. So I put it in the corner. It's kind of being blocked right now. And I bought at the same flea market is this Street Fighter 2 Rock'em Sock'em Robots. Then you got in the PlayStation lane, you got PS1 games. I like those big box ones. More PlayStation 1 with some loose PS1, PS2 games. Then you got the PS2s. More PS2 games. Then you got the PS3. And then, boom, PS4 games right here. A bunch of them are VR games. I love my VR games. Then, my Xbox section. Like I said, I love these signs right here. My green Halo Edition box that I got from a buddy. My 360 box with the HD DVD player in its box. And then, coming down, you got the original Xbox games. Then you got the 360s with the Xbox One. Coming down, you got the 3DO games. I have some loose ones that I have my, some in jewel cases and TurboGrafx games. And then these are some kind of doubles. I'm glad I have a space open for future use. I might move stuff around, so that's good to have, but those are pretty much doubles that I could use for trade bait. And one of the things I love is that Sega Genesis sign. I mean, I believe me and my brother-in-law got it for $60. But, I mean, this is just a quick update what the room kind of looks like nowadays. I mean, I added the Super Mario Maker sign up there. Yeah. And then over here, I have my 3DO, but it's in the game room right now, so I'll probably pause it and show the 3DO and the other systems. I also got the Nintendo powered. This is the first edition. Awesome, I need to hang that. And then in the living room, I got the PS3. I mean, I usually use this as a Blu-ray or DVD player nowadays because it's a great use for that right now. So that's that for the PS3. And here's the 3DO I was talking about. Now I'm in the game room. It's a little messy. I mean, I moved the stuff over so I can play some PlayStation 4 VR games. And there's my PlayStation 4 Pro that I got cheap. The Nintendo Switch on its dock. The Xbox One. And the Wii U. Love my Wii U. In the bedroom, I had the Famicom with the disc system and the Hypercan. Retron 5. But I've just figured to give a quick look at it. And thanks for watching, guys. Alright, bye.